Yes, she is, because get ready to dive into the world of elite athleticism. Now, in this exclusive training segment, we'll uncover the rigorous routines and strategies that fuel professional athletes' success and discover the secrets behind their peak performance. And here to take us through some of these exercises is professional athlete that also is Springbok women's player, Babalwa Lacha. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
I am excited.
Let's catch.
Let's
There
catch.
we go.
Yes, I can catch a ball. I can throw a ball. Probably not as hard and strong and professional as you, but
Awesome.
the basics are there.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So when you're not in a training camp, what are some of the things that you guys do to stay fit? I feel like that's such a broad question for an athlete.
It is. It's very broad. It's a whole regiment, an exercise regiment. But I think the most important part of it is the actual recovery, and the releasing of the muscle so that you can go again and again and again. So today is all about that, really. This morning. So essentially, say after a hard game and your body's a bit sore, or you've had a massive leg day, you want to get stretching, you want to get the blood moving again nicely.
Okay.
And the major parts is the bottom part. So those would be your hamstrings, your quads, and so forth.
Okay.
So my favorite exercise or stretch that I love to do is literally this. It's called chase the chickens.
Oh.
So you get a nice stretch at the bottom.
Catch the chicken,
And,
or chase
and
the
you wanna,
chicken.
and you wanna feel it, feel the stretch. Yep, I can definitely feel
And
it.
you can feel in the back of your calf. It is a
Yep.
great stretch. Listen, I'm so
And
impressed by
as
those
you do
shoes.
that, thank you. You want to get your breathing right as well. You want to breathe in and out as you feel that stretch in your hamstrings.
And after a game, is the ice bath something you do?
Personally, I love the ice bath. Contrary to popular belief, ice baths are good for you. I love it because it just soothes everything, all the bruises and the aches and the pains. It feels really, really good.
Do you jump straight in, or do you do it bit by bit?
I do it bit by bit just to get myself in there. As you know, the first couple of seconds are like...
It's a shock to the system.
Right. So now, you want to get your abductors and you want to move from side to side, getting as low as you can. Also remember to breathe there. Get your breathing nice and easy. Think about your favorite holiday destination.
Oh, listen.
Just breathe. Just
Well, you
take it
get
easy.
to travel quite a lot. I mean, I think the question is like, how much time do you end up spending at home, or do you find yourself on the road just enough?
Well, I'm constantly on the road. I'll be gone for a total of 10 months this year.
Sure.
2 months in camp and 8 months at the Harlequins abroad where I play.
Oh my goodness.
So we're always away, or I'm always away.
Always on the go.
So,
and when you don't get to, after a long flight, I suppose you also want to always make sure you do a couple of stretches. Is that something you tend to do, or is it more you wait for the gym and you wait for the sports massages?
No, we have to keep stretching, and the best stretch for that, because we'll be sitting in a flight and things like that. It's good for sport, it's good for everyday life, to be honest, would be to get your glutes stretching. So you cross your leg over your knee and you sit a little bit, and you do that to the other side. Just maybe 1 or 2 seconds at the bottom, and you just keep interchanging your legs. Still breathing. That is very important. Get the oxygen flowing nicely. Feel the stretch in your glutes. If you need to go lower, you can do that.
Go lower.
But if not, just as far as you can and as far as you can feel the stretch.
Oh, I love that.
Which is amazing.
Well, we want to chat more with you. I know Graham is dying to sit down and have a proper conversation with you. And I believe we have some kettlebells. We'll be doing another workout, so stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. But Babalwa is not going anywhere.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, score predictions is always a tough one, but we're about to continue our fitness segment with Babalwa. And we did do a proper warm-up, and now we want to focus a little bit on the legs, just to make sure that the muscles we've warmed up, we now also get to do. But Babalwa, before we get into this workout, what would a typical day in your life look like?
Well,
a training day
a
or
training
a fitness day?
Well, essentially, my day consists of 3 training segments, which would first be weight training in the gym, which is really important for purposes of power, strength, and explosiveness. As you know, rugby is a contact sport, so you have to condition your body for that. Then it will be some field conditioning, which is essentially the fitness component of it, the cardiovascular fitness component of it. Lots of running, lots of getting up from the floor and so forth. Then lastly, it would be the skills component. So this is literally me with the ball in hand and just working on my skill.
Okay.
Working on my... There you go.
Throwing, the
That's a good one.
catching, the
Scrumming
kicking.
and things like that, yeah.
So what's the first workout we can do in studio right now?
Fantastic. As you said, we've already warmed up our lower body. So essentially, I'm going to grab the bigger one.
Oh, go for it. I have a baby one today.
So we'll be, you grab your... You grab your weights to your chest, your feet nice and shoulder width apart with a good balance. All you need to do is to squat down, not too low, just there, perfect. And again, remember, breathing is really, really important. So that's one. And you go down again. And two, here we're working on the lower body strength, which is really important, especially for rugby, in fact, for everyday life.
Everyday life.
Everyday life.
And of course, when you do these squats, especially with a weight in front of you, you want to protect your lower back and not lean into that weight.
Yep, definitely, definitely. So you want to keep your core tight, and then all the way down you go. And be careful not to lean forward where you put the weight over your knees. You want it to center it nicely, and you want to push through your heels when you go up and not your toes. Otherwise, that'll put you off balance, which could be dangerous.
Okay.
Which could be dangerous. Second up, or also still with the weights, your lunges. Just as much as it's important to be powerful on both legs, also good to be powerful on one leg.
Okay.
Because as you know, when you tackle, there's a leading leg. So you take that power step and you hit the person backwards. So
do you ever have a moment of fear or a moment of doubt, or do you think it's just ingrained in you not to second guess yourself when you go for a tackle?
Never. I never say you can't second guess really, because it happens so quickly, and the moment you doubt, that's when your opponent can have the upper hand. So you need to be really laser vision focused. You see your target and you smash your target. It sounds violent, but I promise you it's not. It's not.
Just use your arms. Always use the arms. So of course, that one leg we want to also strengthen.
Absolutely.
That. And how are we going to do that?
Still with the weight at your chest, all you need to do is you lunge forward. Keep breathing, and we're going to alternate legs so that you have a good balance. And this, you will feel it in your quads. You might feel it in your glutes as well. So you're going to strengthen those components. Very, very important.
I love that
And
I'm
we're gonna
making
do
you
one
do all the
more.
talking.
Okay, last one. There we go. Perfect.
So, Babalwa, earlier you mentioned that you can easily travel for 10 months out of the year. Do you find, or do you struggle to have that balance? Because to be away from home for 10 months, doesn't that take a toll on your personal life?
It does, absolutely does. But I feel, that's the price to pay. It's those little sacrifices that makes the victories just so much sweeter. If you're going to be away for 10 months out of 12, a year, of course, certain relationships will take a strain. You know, the things that you enjoy doing outside of rugby are going to have to be put on hold. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. It's all within the passion and the pride of representing your country.
Oh, well, listen, we are so proud of you, and we're so proud of our team, and we support and back you guys 100%. All the best with the next camp that you guys are embarking on. I believe it starts on Monday.
It does start on Monday. We are preparing for the WXV competition, which is massive, and we are hosting it here in Cape Town.
Oh.
Stellenbosch and Athlone Stadium will be the two venues. It's massive. I'm really excited about it.
Well, you'll have to bring your teammates here, because I know Graham is frothing to have everyone here in studio. But thank you for joining us today, and thank you for that fantastic workout.
Good
Here we
work.
go.
Well done.